Welcome to Wize Flicks, your go-to destination for thrilling content. In today's video, we're diving into the realm of the most mind-blowing police chases on the internet. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button. If you haven't already, consider subscribing for more adrenaline-pumping videos. Now, let's buckle up and explore the 8 most insane police chases. Number 1. When it comes to police pursuits, encountering a motorcyclist with little regard for speed limits on highways is not uncommon. However, this particular rider had more in mind than just speeding away from law enforcement. Instead of focusing on a clean getaway, he opted for a bit of a showcase. Perhaps thinking that since he was headed to jail anyway, he decided to make his escape noteworthy before facing the consequences. Interestingly, the culprit even found it peculiar that the police attempted to dislodge him from his bike during this audacious joyride. Regardless of his opinion on the matter, he was eventually apprehended and faced the repercussions of his reckless behavior. Thankfully, no one was injured, and the individual apologized to his 2 daughters before being taken into custody for his actions. While he may have a unique story to share, the time spent in jail likely outweighed any perceived thrill or excitement. Number 2. Engaging in police chases and experiencing crashes is a hallmark of the Grand Theft Auto series, and players often find themselves navigating the unpredictable chaos of these virtual pursuits. In a particularly remarkable episode, one player's encounter took an unexpected twist. After crashing their initial stolen vehicle, the next available option happened to be a police cruiser, the very vehicle deployed to apprehend them. Surprisingly, the player demonstrated an uncanny ability to evade the pursuing officers and, incredibly, commandeered one of their cruisers. The narrative then took an even more surreal turn, as a confusing tableau unfolded with a woman on her hands and knees positioned near the 2 abandoned cars, while another officer remained entirely oblivious to the unfolding events. The pursuing officer, unaware of the chaos that had transpired, persisted in the chase. Attributing blame to the unsuspecting officer seems unfair, as who could anticipate that their colleagues would inadvertently allow a suspect to escape, and worse, with one of their own vehicles? The escapade continued for an additional 20 minutes before the daring player was ultimately apprehended. Despite showcasing tactical acumen in navigating the unexpected situation, the unconventional getaway didn't culminate in success in the end, leaving a memorable and unpredictable tale within the vast world of Grand Theft Auto. Number 3. In an unusual turn of events, a police chase began on foot when a criminal, initially caught and treated on a stretcher near an ambulance, seized the opportunity to escape. Opting for an unconventional getaway vehicle, he commandeered the ambulance before leading police on a 90-minute tour through the streets. The chase took an unexpected turn when a tow truck driver, showing remarkable persistence, managed to flatten a front tire, enabling the police to swiftly apprehend the suspect with the help of a spike strip. Despite the brief duration of the chase, the tow truck driver's dedication played a crucial role in the resolution of the incident. Number 4. In a Fort Worth police chase that defied the usual high-speed antics, the driver of a white Nissan opted for an unexpectedly slow pace, with the pursuit lasting over 2 hours. Crowds gathered on overpasses as the driver, seemingly in no rush to escape, turned the chase into a leisurely parade. After a detour down an access road, the pursuit concluded with a police SWAT car executing a pit maneuver. Upon inspection, the car was found to be loaded with methamphetamine, shedding light on the driver's unconventional behavior. Under the influence, the driver was ultimately detained, adding a bizarre twist to the leisurely yet drug-laden pursuit. Number 5. Now, what makes this initial pursuit stand out for many is the unusual scenario where law enforcement is in hot pursuit of not just any vehicle, but a literal school bus. Adding to the intrigue, the bus's driver happens to be a student enrolled in the very school from which the bus was stolen. Featured on A&E's Live PD, this youthful driver was barely of age to be behind the wheel, let alone managing a 26-passenger bus. Facing inevitable charges, this young driver took a reckless turn, swerving across the road and even venturing into oncoming traffic at one point. Surprisingly, instead of causing a collision with the opposing traffic, our bus thief opted for a different target. Fortunately, the crash resulted in no serious injuries, and law enforcement swiftly apprehended the young culprit. If this adventurous youngster ever feels the urge to steal a vehicle again, let's hope he sticks to virtual thrills in games like GTA rather than attempting it in the real world. Number 6. Picture yourself immersed in a family road trip, navigating the open roads in the comfort of your RV, seeking rest and relaxation at a stopover. However, tranquility takes an abrupt turn when an audacious lady intrudes into your RV with her 2 dogs in tow, embarking on a perilous joyride. The situation intensifies when, amidst the pandemonium, one of the dogs impulsively leaps out, fortunately escaping with a limp. As chaos ensues, the lady, seemingly unfazed, leaves a trail of destruction by ramming into other vehicles. The pursuit hurtles forward until it screeches to a sudden and dramatic halt following a significant crash. The aftermath reveals that the most severe injury is sustained by the daring pup that made the audacious leap, requiring casts on its front and back legs for a sustained recovery. Beyond the legal ramifications of her actions with the police, the lady may find herself under scrutiny from animal welfare organizations such as PETA, given the risky involvement of her dogs. If she ever regains the privilege to drive, one can only hope that she exercises better judgment, keeping her canine companion well away from any potential on-road drama. Number 7. In the hypothetical scenario of attempting to outpace and elude the police, it's conceivable that some individuals might resort to extreme measures to evade capture. This could involve maintaining high speeds along the same highway for extended periods, or, in a more audacious move, undertaking something as daring as boarding a moving train. Regardless of the legality and moral implications, one cannot help but acknowledge the commendable determination displayed by an individual in avoiding arrest. Consider the audacity of a person who not only chases down a moving train, but actually manages to sneak aboard it in a bid to escape law enforcement. It's an unconventional and daring strategy, showcasing an impressive level of resolve to stay free. While the associates in the back of his car were already apprehended at this point, this individual persisted in his attempt to escape until he was eventually caught by the police later that day. Although we cannot endorse or support such actions, there's a collective recognition for the sheer effort invested by this individual in his pursuit of escape, a man who literally leaped onto a moving train in a bid to avoid capture. Number 8. In the lineup of daring police pursuits, we've witnessed individuals attempting to escape in trains, RVs, and even stolen police cars. However, what we haven't seen, and likely won't see anytime soon, is a culprit trying to make a getaway on a longboard. A sequence of events began with the man being pursued by the police in a car he had previously stolen, leading to a collision with another driver's vehicle. Faced with the imminent threat of capture, the suspect, perhaps inspired by a fleeting idea of etching his name into the annals of history, embarked on an unconventional escape attempt using his longboard. Now, in hindsight, one might question the practicality of this choice, considering other alternatives like discarding the longboard and sprinting might have been more effective. Regardless of the method chosen, it became evident that there was no eluding the determined pursuit of law enforcement. Perhaps in the future, if he decides to make another attempt to evade the police, he might consider a backup plan with something a little more agile than a longboard. That wraps up our countdown of the top 8 police chases. If you enjoyed the adrenaline-packed stories, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more thrilling content, and be the first to catch our next gripping tales. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.